Hey guys, James here with Beard Wisely. Today we're going to talk about Cremo Cedar Forest Blend with a new and improved scent. Let's start out by looking at the front of the bottle. It says revitalizing beard oil, softens hair to help soothe beard itch, restores natural moisture and keeps beard feeling fresh and clean. On the back it says Cremo beard oil contains a blend of the highest quality natural oils such as argan and jojoba oils, selected for their conditioning and nourishing properties. Our formula is extremely lightweight, so it doesn't feel greasy once applied. It's lightly scented with the finest essential oils for an all-day fresh feeling. The directions, they tell you to apply either to a damp or dry beard, using the dropper, place a few drops into your palm, rub in the hands, and apply evenly to beard. At first glance, I'd say, hey, I picked this up at the drugstore for, I think, $10. And it's all natural oils. It has good ingredients in it. The directions on it don't really make sense to me because of the fact that depending on the size beard that you have, it's really going to depend on how much of this oil that you're going to use and need. Now, for me, I need to use about a third of a dropper. With this oil, I need to use a little less. And the reason being is because, as they said, that this oil's thin. What they aren't completely clear about is the fact that, for me anyways, this still leaves my beard feeling a little bit oily, a little greasy. There's definitely a better choice for in-beard feel when it comes to oil for me. This is a really light oil. Now let's talk about scent. I'll crack it open here. Let's see what we got. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the way this smells. And I'll tell you why. Because the things that it brings to mind when I smell it. And that's kind of important for me when I'm picking out a beard product. Because when I pick out my beard product, I want a smell that's not only pleasant, but I want my beard to have a smell that kind of makes me feel a certain way. So sometimes it brings a memory or a thought to mind. And this scent, for me, brings to mind the smell of like inexpensive car air freshener that's more of a pine scent. I mean, I know this says cedar forest, but for me it has a lot more of a piney smell. The smell is mild, but it's piney for me. It's not cedar. My wife also does not like this. And for her, the scent reminds her of when she would get pine tar stuck to her fingers if we were out in the woods camping or something. And she, you get that pine sap, pine tar on your hands. And she says that's what it reminds her of if she was to smell her hands, that combination of earth and pine tar. That's pretty accurate. She has a better description than me. For me, I got the cheap car incense vibe from it, but she kind of hit the nail on the head and described it a lot more naturally than I did. So I like her description of it. we both don't really like this oil. It is thin in beard. I'll take a little out here. This is not an oil I'm going to continue to use. I really don't appreciate the scent profile, but I mean it's just it's a thin oil, and the smell changes some in beard, but it's not a pleasant smell. It's not. You know what it really reminds me of? It reminds me of Christmas time, the little incense that you can hang on your tree. That's really, and actually it gets a lot more earthy as it's airing out. And the smell doesn't last very long. Now, for me, that's a good thing because of the fact that when I was using it to try it out and see how it was, I was pretty sick of the smell pretty fast. So I was glad that the smell doesn't last very long. I'd say that for the most part, the scent in beard's probably going to last you an hour to 2 hours tops. As far as how it hydrates the beard, it doesn't give me a lot of hydration for the skin. You know, it's not a good feel for me. Even though they say that it doesn't leave your beard feeling oily or greasy, for me it does. It does. But even though it's greasy, for whatever reason, it still doesn't feel like I still get to where it feels dry. I don't feel like my skin's being hydrated. It doesn't feel revitalizing. Regardless of if the oils inside of it are natural or not, it doesn't have that refreshing, vitalizing feel. So the reason why I got this bottle is because with everything that's going on and how hard it is to get things through the mail, it's just easier for me to get some stuff from the drugstore. So that being the case, in a pinch, sure. In a pinch, it'll work. In a pinch, use it. But would I go out and look to buy it? No. Would I recommend it to somebody else? No. Am I going to use it continually again from here on out? No. In an emergency situation? Yeah, sure. But there's too many things about it that I don't like. If I was going to rate this oil on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 3, just based off of the scent and the looseness of the oil, and it's not my thing. Unfortunately, I wish I could have gave it a better review because of the fact that it's less expensive, it's easier to get because you don't have to order it through the mail. You can find it at a drugstore, a grocery store, at Walmart. So I really wanted to be able to say, hey, yeah, you know, Cremo Cedar Forest blend for all you guys that like that forest scent. But unfortunately, this just doesn't do it. And that's too bad. There are other scents out there, though, that we will be talking about, and I will be able to show you. So if you are into this type of a scent, we'll find something better, I promise. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more content. I just want to thank everybody for their support on my channel. I hope I can continue to bring good content and even better content in the future. I'm still learning how to do the YouTube editing and the whole video thing, new to this. So eventually, hopefully, we're going to have a better environment and better lighting and better video quality, better sound quality, all the above. So stick with me, and hopefully we'll get to a much higher level in the future. So thanks for your support. See you next time.